What's good, guys? LBF back again with another Vans review. Today I got a pair of OG Authentic LXs. This, of course, from the Vault line. Colorway is Canvas Black Chew White. These are size 13, and retail on these was $70. These, of course, are from the brand new Never Out collection from Vans Vault. I will get into what Never Out means in a minute here, but I did, of course, want to go over the box first and foremost. We are seeing a brand new style of box here with these new OGs. We are used to seeing these in the classic blue Vans Vault box, which we all know was nothing special. Nothing on this box whatsoever made these Vault other than the logo on the top. But now with this newer box, we are definitely seeing a bit of nostalgia with the design. This is actually the same design that they used back in the early 90s, I think from 1990 to 1993. Vans used to release shoes in this style of box. Of course, it was like a different color though. There was a blue one and I think a purple box as well. But same design on it with like this wave flame type design on one side, and then you got like the, I don't even know what this is, kind of like a blueprint checker design with like the splatter on the top, the sides. Pretty cool. And of course, we are finally seeing a box that says Vault on it, because with that blue box, honestly, you probably would not know it was Vault unless you knew. So, pretty cool. Another thing about this box is it's definitely like the retro design as far as the actual like materials used. Like this cardboard is super thick. You can see here, definitely like a pretty substantial weight to this box considering it's just cardboard, thicker on the sides and everything. Even the paper, the tissue is like this really cool like paper thin tissue. It's kind of like a off-whitish color, assuming just like they did back then. And even if you compare the boxes, like you can tell this one is significantly thicker than the classic, the regular Vault box here. So pretty cool. Of course, we see the same stuff we always see, size chart on the bottom of the box. Now these dropped, at this point, I guess they dropped maybe like almost a month ago or so. So I'm a little bit late on this one. I've definitely been waiting for the right shop to pick these up so I can get them for the best price, because I know this is gonna be one that every single Vault shop is gonna pick up. As far as what the collection has model-wise, there's authentics, there's slip-ons, old school skate highs available in a variety of colors, especially with the slip-on and the authentic. I think the old school and the skate high were only available in navy and black, but I definitely landed on the black and white colorway because this is a shoe that I've been after in a Vault silhouette for forever. I mean, they've never dropped, as far as I know, they've never dropped just an OG black authentic. So this one was a must for me for sure. I did also really like the navy ones, so I probably will be picking those up next. But nevertheless, here with the black authentics, pretty basic looking at first, but we will get into the little details as far as what makes these different. And I will be using a regular OG slip-on to use as a comparison, since this is what we are used to seeing with these OG Never Outs. Now, as far as what a Never Out is, for Vans, Never Out is considered a style or maybe like a colorway that is constantly in stock. So when it comes to you going to your local Vans store, the black authentic, the red authentic, navy, black, those are considered Never Outs. They will always be in stock. It's not necessarily a seasonal style. So with the Vault line before, we saw the Never Outs being the OG black slip-on, checkerboard, navy, even the authentics they came out with. They had like the dress blue, the red, chili pepper, the iron one, which is like the gray one. So those were all considered Never Outs. Now Vans Vault is making this change, I'm assuming just to get it a little more on point to what the original styles were like, so making them even more OG than they have before with these other ones. So definitely on track here. Now, being that they have dropped these newer versions of the Vault Never Outs, I'm not exactly sure what that means for these classic ones like the black white OG slip-on here that we've seen in the past and all those other ones I just mentioned. I have a pretty good feeling that they will probably be discontinued, so that they will just continue to push these newer ones, which is a bit of a bummer because I mean, this one right here alone was probably like top 3 greatest vaults ever for sure. This is my go-to shoe. Absolutely love these. So I mean, it's going to be hard to even think that the newer version will be able to top this one. I mean, I have not tried on the new version of the OG Slip, so I can't say for sure, but definitely going to be a bummer if they let this one go. So I've seen a couple of sites have these on sale already, you know, the shoes that are never on sale. So I'm definitely leaning towards them possibly getting rid of these. But with that being said, I definitely recommend you guys, if you guys are fans of these classic styles, probably pick them up whenever you can, because if you start to see them go on sale, there's going to be a chance they're probably not going to be there very long. So anyways, let's get into these new OG Authentics. So what you've probably noticed first and foremost is this foxing, which of course is quite a bit higher than what we've seen on the past OGs. The foxing has also got a bit of a glossy look to it, similar to what we've seen on the Anaheim Authentics, or just the Anaheim factory shoes in general, which is always pretty cool. Definitely gives it that retro vibe. We do see the standard off-the-wall originals heel tab. Nothing has changed there. Even with these Authentics, once again, the quad stitching on the heel, which is represented in a suede. It's just a black suede. The outsole is going to be a huge part of it as well. So these are actually a bit slimmer or a little more narrow than they were with the classic, the other OGs. Also in line with how the shoes used to be back in the day. You will see that it's pretty much a little more narrow from toe all the way to the heel. Because I guess back in the day, they were always pretty much narrow like this. And if you did need that wider size, they would just customize it to your foot. But with Vans being mass produced these days, they do have that just kind of like generic one size fits all sole. So them bringing this back definitely gives it the retro vibe. You even have the soles, the like walls of the sole here is a little bit thicker than it would be with the normal ones. So I don't know if you guys can really see this, but you'll notice on the left side here, this is quite a bit thicker than what you see on the other OG. Just a small detail. I'm not really sure like what the benefit of that is exactly. I'm assuming that it will let the sole just last a little bit longer, but that's just my take on it. And if you guys want to see how much taller these soles are, it's pretty noticeable. It's not like super tall where it, I mean, I would consider it like a platform or anything like that, but it's definitely a little bit fatter there for that upper foxing. Of course, you still have the same foxing stripe, the white on white. These soles do feature, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but they do feature like the white instead of the marshmallow that we are used to seeing with the other OGs, which I'm a little bit sad about. I do love the marshmallow. I'm always a fan of marshmallow over the true white soles, but I guess it does kind of give it more of the newer look to it versus just trying to be like retro looking with the off-white. But yeah, I mean, the white definitely stands out versus having the marshmallow sole on there. The foxing, of course, coming up a little bit higher here on that toe as well. Now, I had seen that a lot of people say that these do have like more of the narrow look to them. I assume that you would see that on the top, but honestly, the top kind of looks just like a regular one. More of that narrowness is going to be seen on the sole versus the top of the shoe. The fit itself, I would say that these probably do fit slightly more narrow. So just keep that in mind if you guys are planning on buying these online versus in store. You do have your basic black canvas upper here with, of course, the true white stitching, the contrast stitching versus the off-white that we saw with the black OG slips. You got your white Vans flag with the blue Vans logo and, of course, the vault on the reverse, just like we're used to seeing. The eyelets on these also going to be a true white. You got the premium cotton laces on there as well. The insole is a little different. Not really too sure how I feel about this. They did go back to that style of insole where it's just the piece in the back without the stitching. And you guys know how that ended up working out with the first round of the OGs, where it didn't have this stitch on it. This piece kind of just like came up after a couple of wears. So I'm really hoping that's not going to happen again. It looks like the material itself is a little different as well. This is kind of like a vinyl feeling material as opposed to the pigskin leather that we are used to seeing on the other OGs. So I found that pretty interesting. The actual like canvas that lines the insole of the shoe and just like pretty much the quarter panels on the inside are a bit smoother. So hopefully a little bit softer on the feet. The thickness of the insole feels about the same. I wouldn't say it's any more comfortable, less comfortable, whatever. But yeah, I mean, definitely a great looking shoe on foot. I threw these on the second I got these in and I was very impressed on how they look. The only gripes I have on these are the soles the off-white. Like I said, marshmallow soles, kind of my go-to. So this just would give it kind of a more of a GR vibe to it with the true white. And then of course the inside of the heel of the insoles here, not featuring the stitching around the sides. Hopefully these will not come up after a couple of wears. But other than that, absolutely love how these came out. Super happy. There's finally a regular black and white OG authentic, because I will be rocking these every single day along with those slips. Also, you got this really cool hang tag, which once again, just giving a little bit of a nod to the Vault line, since I mean, vaults in the past haven't really been out there as far as like what Vault is, and just kind of keeping it low key. So the branding on this is definitely heavy. You got the Vault hang tag sticker, you got the Vault box on it. I mean, it's going to be hard to not know that these aren't Vaults. And of course, what we've always seen before with the flag representing the Vault tag on the back. Very cool design. I would still recommend true to size on these, even though I know they do fit just slightly more narrow. But of course, you guys are always better off trying these in store if you get the opportunity. Retail is $70 on this, bumped up the price just a little bit, probably mostly because of the box and the foxing. But let me know what you guys think of these. Hope you guys enjoy the review, and be sure to stay tuned for the on feed.